Good morning, guys. We are 20 weeks out from the Empire Classic in Spokane, Washington. Super excited to get this update going, get this vlog going. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing for my nutrition, training, everything. Let's do it. All right, guys, so this past week, I didn't get a vlog up. I was actually sick Thanksgiving week. I was trying to make it through. I was traveling. As you can see, there is snow on the ground. I actually traveled back to Idaho to visit family, and I am staying in my little sister's room with Christmas lights in here and good old snowflakes on the bed sheets. No, these are all mine. They're not hers. I'm just kidding. I was just trying to cover that up. But anyways, ignore the nasally voice and everything. I took like 2 days off of training. Still had a great meal on Thanksgiving that was not blowing out of proportion. As ate till when I was full. But things are still going well. As you can see in the check-in pictures, still maintaining decent conditioning. I was 187 pounds. And so now we've been talking about what kind of division I'll be doing, and a good mentor of mine, Cliff Wilson, we're kind of going back and forth, and I'm agreeing on maybe potentially doing bodybuilding rather than classic or men's physique. And that's like kind of a big step, but I think it'd be for the best. And so now I have to kind of see where I'm going to be at. We're 20 weeks out. Light heavyweight is 176. And middleweight, I believe, is 165 for the NPC. And so I'm kind of shooting for that middleweight, but we'll kind of see how things go. This is going to be the transitioning point that I want to try out to start kind of coming down and getting more conditioned. I've always kind of waited until about 12 to 14 weeks out because I can get lean pretty quick. But I think that doing this little slower approach, I'll enjoy more this time. And I think that it'll be something great to try out. Just from, like I said, my mentor, Cliff Wilson, great coach, very knowledgeable, knows what he's doing, has converted over 100 pros, got guys on the world stage. So we're going to kind of do some different things this time. But right now I'm going to show you what I'm doing for my nutrition. A high day. And then what I did was just adjust things slightly to pulling out one of my sessions of the grape juice. So I pulled out 12 grams of grape juice. So everything's going to be the same as last week, which is right here. I got 8 ounces of chicken for pre-workout, 1.5 cups of rice, a cucumber, some omega-3s in there, some fish oil. We have 12 ounces of grape juice for that, some protein powder and Rice Krispie cereal, chicken breast, beef, sweet potato. This will be no longer it'll just be a meal because I'm switching my training session to just one session as of right now for this week. That's because I'm in Idaho, I'm traveling. The amount of time it takes to go and train twice, especially when I'm trying to spend some time with family. I'm actually up in the mountains hunting and doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm just going to train once a day, but I'm actually going to try to keep the same amount of volume and still hit the same muscle groups twice a week. So that training volume or that training session should be more along the lines of an hour and a half to hour and 40 when I do go to the gym. But anyway, so here's another meal, some oats, some whey, Ezekiel bread. This now will be taken out to 0 because I'm not training there. This will just be another meal. So 8 ounces of chicken, some rice, and some sweet potato, along with some cucumber again. And then the last meal, which should be eggs, one egg only, and then a bunch of egg whites, some more fish oil, and some spinach for some more vegetables. So that ranges out to be about, let's see, 324 grams of protein, 417 grams of carbs, and then 36 grams of fat. These fiber and sodium and all that stuff really isn't measured properly. Like in my app, I kind of create my own macros and stuff. I really don't worry about this kind of stuff right now. As I get closer to the show, I might worry about fiber a little more, just because the carbohydrates will be probably more fibrous rather than right now. They're like cereal and white rice and all that kind of stuff. But sodium, a lot of you guys are like, how much sodium should I be having? I don't really see it's necessary to really track or like go, especially you do not want to go low sodium. Let me flip this around real quick. So you don't want to be going low sodium to lose body weight. A lot of people have that misconception because for some reason it's bad for them or whatever. No, I actually will have a high amount of sodium throughout the day. Very important to replenish electrolytes, whether it's potassium or sodium, having calcium in there, all that kind of stuff, because that's what's going to be giving you your performance and all that kind of stuff. But there is issues when you have a lot of sodium, a lot of all these electrolytes, but you have very low water intake. So that's why I'm pushing about like a gallon of water a day at least. And I try to get a little higher sometimes because I have like intra-workout fluids. So hopefully I'm getting around a gallon and a quarter at least. Super important for, you know, everything, your recovery, your performance at the gym, and then being able to digest things, all that kind of stuff. So that's my nutrition. I'm going to show you now the training split, which is exactly the same as I've been doing. And you'll notice that AP, you're not like changing things drastically. Like, why not? Well, you don't want to really fix what's not broken, right? A lot of times clients will be like, they'll get results the first week, 2 weeks. They're like 2 months into it. They're losing a pound, losing 2 pounds. They'll be gaining strength. And they're like, okay, what's the next step? What are we changing? Why do you want to change anything if it's working? Usually people want like the magic pill, or like they want the thing that's going to be like getting them results super, super fast. But it's usually just the perspective of what they think they should be achieving rather than what they really are achieving. And so if you have realistic expectations, consistency is going to come down to the main thing that is going to give you those results. So if you're like having progress, do not change a thing. The only reason why you need to change something, like maybe in a competition or a fitness competition or a photo shoot or a wedding or whatever, is because you're progressing, but maybe slightly you have like this goal in sight and you're not progressing in that timeline because maybe you didn't give yourself enough time, or you have to push a little harder. Then you might adjust things and drop some calories down or something like that. But if you're progressing and you're progressing at a steady rate, for one, the mental health, you're going to be you're going to be much happier because you're not just totally destroying yourself, as well as the physical part of it. You're not going to be losing strength as fast. You're not going to be losing muscle mass as easily, all that kind of stuff if you're steadily decreasing and not changing things when you get all anxious and make emotional decisions. So that's super important. I think with people is if you're making gains, just keep everything the same. Just be consistent with it. Keep riding out the wave until you're not making gains anymore or losing fat. Because otherwise you're just going to like keep decreasing. And then when you do hit that plateau, you're going to be at such a low point that it's going to be hard to go even lower than where you are currently. And that's where issues comes into play with energy and just everything. It just sucks being super low calorie and then having to push even lower calories to lose weight. It just sucks. So I'm going to show you my training volume. Let's take a look. Okay, so here is the training split for this week. And you'll notice this is what it was in the beginning. And it was working amazing. It actually took some time to get used to because I knew I wasn't going to be recovering as well in the beginning because it's so much volume and so much more than I was used to. But I definitely did like splitting into 2 sessions because it made both sessions more intense. I got in, was there for like 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Then I could work on some posing or whatever. But it helped me make both sessions more intense. So then I was kind of training my hardest during that certain muscle group. So this week, things are going to be a little bit different that I have on here, but I'm going to hit every single muscle group exactly how it's laid out. The reason being is because I have clients and stuff that want to work out with me, do certain things on certain days, so I might move this around a little bit. But for example, you'll have a heavy and then a hypertrophy day, so session. So with that, I'm gonna mix these into one session now. And what I've been doing is about 4 total sets of each exercise at about like a 6 rep range for heavy, and then 4 total sets and 4 total exercises for hypertrophy session for that certain muscle group. So there's about like 16 sets with here, 16 sets for here. So if I combine those, I'm pretty much doing about 32 total sets in one session. And the hypertrophy session is more of like a 12 rep range. So I'm going to do like 6 rep range here, and a 12 rep range here. I'm going to have about 32 total sets now in one session, which is a lot. But you want to kind of gauge your rest time and see. With me right now, kind of coming back from sickness, as you can still hear, I'm probably going to be working my way back up to that volume. If I feel up to it, I'll do it. But the main thing is to get over the sickness as fast as possible, because if you're sick, you can't train as hard, you can't recover as well, and that's super important, obviously, to keep making progress. So I'd rather take a couple days light to get my full strength back than to hit it hard, rather than like trying to hit it hard during my sickness and then prolong the sickness, so then you're not really making as much progress in the long run. So as you see, I don't have like exercises listed out. I was actually going to do that, but then I just don't necessarily like that always. I know it's like always preached, you need to have structure, progressive overload, you need to be tracking things. I 100% agree with that, but I like to sometimes, when I'm like going hardcore into training and stuff like that, and I'm this dedicated, I'm this focused, sometimes it's not always enjoyable for me to go in and to like be so pinpoint on every single thing that's going on. And so then it kind of takes the fun out of prep for me. It takes the fun out of actually what I like to do, because it feels like a job where I gotta mark everything down, be super, super pinpointed, targeted, all that stuff. And then it reduces my training intensity, because I'm like, ah, shit, I gotta do this one more set, I gotta track this. And so sometimes what I've learned is going by feel and going by what you enjoy sometimes is not always a bad thing. So what I'll do, like for example, this week, I'll have like hamstrings as the primary and then some calves, and I'll just pick some exercises that will target that. So if I have like, laying leg curls, starting out, maybe some straight leg deadlifts, something of sorts like that, or glute ham raises or whatever. I'll do that, and then I'll kind of mark it down of what I did, and then I'll go and do maybe some standing calf raises, or maybe some sitting down calf raises, or whatever it is. But I'll make sure I'll get 4 total sets of each exercise, and I'll do 4 total exercises. Same with back. Some days I just don't really like to do, rack pulls or even really deadlifts or anything like that. So I'll go and focus on rows for that day, and I'll do different variations of like bent over rows with the barbell, or I'll do dumbbells sometimes, or I'll go do a higher pull that'll isolate more of your traps rather than your lats. I mean, there's so much you can do, and don't just limit yourself. I know that you should be tracking this stuff, but sometimes when you feel like you're just kind of getting tired of training, or it's not enjoyable as much anymore, switch it up and just do some different movements. Seriously, it'll make it more fun for you. You'll go with the flow. It does for me. So anyways, here's my whole entire training split: back, chest, hamstrings again, back, chest, quads, biceps, and triceps, shoulders, and then quads, glutes. So you can try this out. Very intense. It's a lot of volume, so be very careful of like not overdoing it. I would take that rest day on like Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday train, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, and then maybe Saturday train, and then Sunday off. It'll help you kind of recover instead of taking like 2 days off on the weekends. You can do that, but I see it works a little better if you put that rest day in the middle. So let's flip this around. Okay, so we're just walking into Patriot Supplements. I'm here with the Swole Mammoth himself, Swole Body's owner, Cole. What are we eating?
Ooh, chicken, sweet potatoes, cucumber.
The most bro shit I've ever heard. Same thing I'm eating though. But today I want to come in here. I got to get some subs, but I wanted to do this in-body test. These things really are not that accurate. I'm just gonna forewarn you, but I think it'd be cool to document just to see where I'm at right now. I still sound sick as shit, but I'm gonna get on this in-body scanner, and what that does, this thing right here behind me, what that does is measures a bunch of stuff. Obviously your total weight, but also your lean body mass, your fat mass, everything in between. And then we'll kind of check out the sheet after I get on here. So what I gotta do is take off socks, everything like that, try to get the most accurate reading. I had one meal, had a lot of water prior to this. So like I said, if you take this at different points of the day, I know a lot of you guys will like send me your in-body test, and you'll take it like at the beginning of the day and you'll be like this percentage, and then like at the end of the day it'd be another percentage totally off. Don't be scared about that. What I do is if you really want to do this test, get one baseline and try to do it the same time of day every single week or every single month. And it should give you a general trend. It's not gonna be like the most accurate thing, but it'll give you a general trend because like I said, these things are not that accurate. But yeah, let's get on here and I will show you what I come up with. Also, rocking the camo headbanger today. What do you think with the beard? All right, let's go. All right, so here are the results for that in-body scanner. Obviously weight 190, obviously had some water and a meal and everything like that. So 187 this morning, 190 on that scale. But I'm just gonna come down the right arm, left arm, all that stuff. I'm very happy because it's very symmetrical, as you can see on the chart here. 10 pounds of muscle on each arm. The legs, 22 pounds on each leg. And then if you go down here, I scratched off this first column because that was like a long time ago, way back when. Obviously made some gains since then. As you can see, like the trend lines are going up. But the second column is what today was. So 190, skeletal muscle mass 97, body fat percentage was like 13%, 12.9. So I thought that was interesting. I thought it was a little more, but I'm very happy with that because on stage you're gonna try and get to like a 4%, but you probably end up, depending on where you are, different parts of your body will measure different body fat percentages, obviously. But I'm gonna try to hit to that 4, but I'll probably around sub 5, and then. Yeah, so there are the in-body scan. I know you guys wanted to see a little bit of that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Like I said, they're not super accurate, just a good baseline of where you're at. Maybe over a couple month period, like check up, and they'll give you a good trend line. But other than that, we got some EAAs and BCAAs here from Patriot Supplements in Hayden. I'm gonna put that in my grape juice. I'm gonna drink some pre, and then I'm gonna go train. Probably gonna end up doing like back and shoulders because I think I'm doing some more leg stuff with my client tomorrow. So keep you guys updated. I'll show you guys some of the workouts I'm doing. So I know that was a lot. I'm trying to get you guys as much detailed information as possible of what I'm doing because I want to be completely transparent of everything that's going on with nutrition, training, and the timeline, and what my opinions are. Like I said, the sodium and the water intake, all that kind of stuff. It's usually like tossed under the rug or not talked about as much, but I think it's super important for everything to be working in the system. So that's what I've been doing. I just had my pre-workout meal, and I'm gonna go and get some supplements right now because I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I don't really have anything. So I'm gonna go grab some stuff, and then I'm gonna head to the gym. Stay tuned. Go. All right, guys. So that's the end of the video. End of the vlog. I got Harley here with me finishing it up, but we just went through our nutrition training, did some posing, got some kisses, hitting up the ladies over here. God damn. So until next time, what I'll be doing is keeping you updated. We'll do a vlog next week, 19 weeks out. We're gonna start, like I said, cutting. Get a little more serious about it. See where we can land about 12 weeks out. Hit exactly where I want to be. And then we'll just keep continuing on and see if there's going to be any diet breaks along the way. If not, we'll just keep pushing. And like I said, we're doing bodybuilding, so we kind of got to get to another level of conditioning. So yeah, she's going to be here trying to eat my food. She's trying to eat my steak just now, or my beef. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I have tried to get up as much content as I can for you guys. And other than that, leave any comments if you have any questions about what I'm doing right now. I'd love to help you guys out. All right, guys. Thanks.